Hello, this is Delamere and welcome to another repair video. In this video, we're looking at some ancient notebooks. There you go, right there. Now, this is my sister's actually, and it's got some issues here. Basically, it's just crashing all the time, and there is a specific issue with the motherboard. It's kind of going into my old stuff. I used to repair a lot of computers, and not so much anymore. So what we're doing is we're taking my own ancient 2000, I think it's from 2008 netbook, and I'm going to be taking some parts out of here, specifically not the motherboard but the keyboard out of it, and putting it into mine. So they're literally the exact same. You can see they're the same model. They're identical. So let's get working on this. There's a few things that I really want to get out of there, such as the RAM, and I need to swap the hard drive over as well. So for this particular netbook slash laptop, it's actually extremely easy to get apart. This one is even missing some screws, but I think there's not a whole lot. There might be maybe 9 to 12 screws in total, holding the entire laptop together, which is quite impressive. I see there's also an official refurbished Windows 7 Home Premium key right there. It's not really all that useful anymore. Maybe kind of useful. There's the hard drive out already. Held down by only 2 screws. Not sure why I'm bothering taking these screws, putting them on a different side. They're all the same size. There's the RAM. Let's see what we got going here. 2 gigabytes. Alright. I think it's DDR2. It's some old stuff. DDR2 it is. That's odd. Why is that missing? I'm pretty sure that's the Wi-Fi card. Why is the Wi-Fi card missing for? I'm not misunderstanding this, am I? I'm positive that one's just slightly different from mine on the bottom. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure it's still the same keyboard though. Here's this one's keyboard. Aspire One keyboard. Yeah, it's definitely the same keyboard. That's good. And you're looking at this. This has got some really crappy things here. This is a knockoff keyboard, and that's why I'm moving it over. I have a feeling, I've got a memory, because I have taken these apart before in the past, and I have a feeling that this keyboard comes out from the top first. Yeah, right here. You see this little notch? It's been a few years since I've taken one of these apart. So I gotta push this in order to get this keyboard out. This is going to be a little easier. I don't need to take the laptop completely apart. The last time I took one of these apart, it was because there was severe water damage. And because of the severe water damage, I needed to take the entire laptop apart in order to go and get all of the, basically all the liquid out of it as quickly as possible. Basically, I just used a lot of mineral oil on it, which isn't, it worked. The best solution would have been if I could have drenched it in 99.9% alcohol. I didn't have that at the time. This is out of the way. This is done. There's really only a couple of things that I need to get out of this little guy. First off, I need to swap out the hard drive, but also I want to check out the RAM. I don't remember what the RAM is on this one. This should be relatively easy to get apart. I want to take the battery out first, just in case. But let's get that keyboard out first. I just put it upside down. Oh, how did I manage to do that? Oh no. You see the problem there, guys? I sure do see it. It's the same keyboard, but their connector is in opposite directions. I might be wrong here, guys. I might be able to swap it over to the other side if I'm lucky. Will this work? Could I just flip it around? Okay. I'm going to turn the laptop on just to make sure that this is working. Let's put that battery back in. I believe it's got some juice. Nope. Completely out of juice. I am seeing that the cap lock is working. I didn't get an error message saying there was any issues with the keyboard not being connected. I'm going to put this in regardless. Let's just see how this goes. Yeah, it fit. It fit well. It's good. I don't know why, but the hard drive completely... I think it gave vibes of hard drive failure. That's what it sounded like to me. Let's see if I can just swap this out. Is it the same cradle? It's not the same cradle. So I've already checked here, and the RAM's already maxed out. It's at 2 gigabytes. So there's not much really else left to change. I've already swapped over the hard drive, and I was thinking of cloning it because this hard drive is only 160 gigabytes, and the one that I had in here was 250 gigs. But I mean, this laptop is just used for writing, and that's it. She's an author. She writes. Those files are megabytes in size. They're not gigabytes in size. So she's never going to fill this thing up. It can't be used really for the internet all that much. I used it originally for writing as well. Ironically, I've written unpublished books. But the only other thing I used it for was work, and that was for programming switches and routers. So that's all together. It does need some charge in it. This charge pack should be fine. It's a 3.42 amp. I think this is the original charger. Let's see if it turns on. So far, so good. It should have Windows 7, I believe, on it. Okay, it's asking about... it looks like it was in a different system. I'm going to go and say delete restoration data and proceed to system boot menu. Definitely looks like an older version of Windows 7. Okay guys, I am in. It looks like there is an issue with the screen resolution being off. I'm going to go and check to see what Device Manager is saying. I just want to know if whether or not the proper drivers are all in there where they're supposed to be. Now, my sister really likes high contrast mode. That's why everything is black. When you go into the other settings, like everything is green, it kind of looks like the Matrix. So we do have some drivers that are not coming in. It looks like they're installing right now. That's great. Very rapidly. Nah, I gotta restart. I gotta go get that other hard drive. She's got some data on another computer, and I gotta push it into this one. So it's definitely all done. That turned out really well. It's all flat. I didn't know if the keyboard would actually work, but it did, and it's just beautiful. This was one of my favorite laptops for programming, and I really hope that my sister is going to love it too. So there's that. So if you guys like the video, please do leave a like, and if you want to see more of my stuff and see really weird and sometimes off the beat kind of repairs, subscribe. We'll see you guys all in another video. Bye.